Jeez, there's already people in it. Jordan Crooks, hey OG, what's happening, man? How's things? Right, okay. Right, so I've got a bit of a dilemma here tonight, right? I know there's not that many people in here right now. But I'm in a bit of a dilemma, right? I have something like a mix with whiskey, or I'm going to have a cup of tea or coffee, one or the other. I'm not drinking tonight because I was drinking last night, so I'm a bit uneasy, you know what I mean? I should have had the one. Oh, God. Now everybody, how are we all doing? Jeez, there's 16 people in the thing already. How are we getting on? Where's the comments all gone? What's happening, lads? How are we all doing? Right, so this is what I'm doing, right? So we've got Capri Sun and whiskey. So we're only going to have one or two now tonight because I was on the beer last night, so I'm not going to go too mad because I'm still fucking dying. So how is everybody doing? Are we all good? I don't know how I'm going to navigate this, but... Oh, fucking thing ever. I've actually never seen Capri Sun, not in a Capri Sun. So we're all experimenting here for the first time together. What's happening, lads? Hang on, I'll get into the comments here now in a minute. I'm busy trying to do something really strange here. Capri Suns are class. That's not exactly enough. That's mad. Right. Pop this open. Right, that's how we're gonna have to do this. I see your comments, lads. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get to them in a second. This is so bogey. Squeeze it out. This better be nice. This is some effort just for one drink. Clean this village. Right, we'll get into this now, pour this, and we'll get in. Only a little small dribble now on this. Now I wonder how that's gonna go. This is probably gonna be off. Anyway, take out the straw. I had to use it as a funnel because otherwise when you pop them and you just squeeze out and it goes everywhere. But I'll go open and see if we can read the comments here. What's happening, everybody? Anyway, sorry, there's nothing I can do. I have the washing on. If you're wondering what the noise is, I think I have the screen the wrong way around. Can I flip it? Orientation is locked. Okay. Sorry, you're gonna see a lot of my finger hair in this. Right, so Sean O'Hara's in the building, the Gamer Crane's in the building, Dean Duffy's here, Gianni Hinku, how are you, man? Noel O'Shea, how are you doing? Brendan Coleman, how's it going in? With your new Volvo have side skirts, it would look better. I'm going to do a video on the spec of the Volvo, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Well, lad, how's things? How's things from John in Blackrock, Dublin? What's up, John? How's things? Right, so if you are new to the AdBLUE calendar, right, if this is your first year watching it, basically what we did every Saturday night was got a couple of drinks on this live stream and then just talk shit for an hour, basically. That's all. Basically, if you haven't watched any of the videos so far this week, there's only been 3 out this week, but there'll be 5 this week. So the videos are Monday to Friday, all the way up until Christmas. So cheers. That's not bad. I'd say it's pretty watery, to be honest. And I didn't put too much whiskey in it because I was out last night. That's what the thumbnail of the video is, me having a pint of Guinness last night. I'm only new to the Guinness as well, so I'm kind of shocked to the system. Stuff all over the place. We'll get into the comments. Sorry, I left my phone mount out in the van as well. I should have brought that in, but I'll get that one. Is Shane getting a new scan yet? I'm not sure. Maybe. Michael Cassidy, I hope you're well in. First time I've managed to watch a live stream. Yes, Michael. Michael's in the building for the first time. I hope you're having something nice and alcoholic, Michael. Right, okay, I'll turn that off now. I think. Look, who says I'm not domestic? Look, I don't have to work a washing machine. Shane Fitzpatrick from Cavan. What's the crack? Good man, Shane. Only up the road for myself. Michael Maher Jesus, the woman is after buying me the Guinness Nitro Swords. Some job. Yeah, seen them. Yeah, I heard they're dear though. To be honest with you, I literally started drinking Guinness 2 weeks ago and it's gorgeous. I never really went near it because I always thought it was more of a dessert than a drink, you know what I mean? But boy, jeez, I had about 8 of them last night and I was paying for it this morning. Steve 069 down in one, buddy. No way, not tonight. Gosling's Black Seal Rum and Barrett's Ginger Beer is the best mix for a night in. Yeah, what are you all drinking? Come on, let me know. This is just completely random. I've been at home all day and not once did I think about, you might need, a couple of beers for this thing later on. There's nothing in the fridge, absolutely nothing. We haven't done the shopping yet. The shopping was meant to be done tomorrow, so no beer here. The only other thing other than my whiskey is I have loads of spirits in the press there, but nothing to mix it with. I have tonic and all, but I don't like tonic. Tonic just tastes like vegetable water. And I have 2 little small, what are they called? Shoots of Prosecco, like literally 2 little small ones. Then when I'm not drinking Prosecco, I'll be taking my hair down and looking in the mirror and calling myself gorgeous now. It's one of them kind of drinks, that is. You in the new house yet, mate? Last time I was watching you were thinking of moving house. Yeah, the last time you were watching me, Jace, that must have been a while ago now. So this is my house, our house. We bought it. We moved in, not this October, last October. So in the house over a year now. So yeah, everything's all good here, thank God. Everything's going really well. For the most part, anyway. Everything's going decent enough. Jeez, I should have put on my glasses. Oh, what's going on here? Hi Ian, following you for years. Glenn here from Cork. Great that you're back. Just on my first Arctic lesson today. Yup, Glenn, you're a legend. I hope. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was going to say there. Hope you passed your Arctic. You must have your rigid, so you must be doing your rigid test and stuff like that. Or you've done your rigid test already. So deadly, man. It's good to see. Michael Maher, €25 for the Nitro Source. Yes, it's not bad. That's not bad now. I was thinking, because did you see those, like, what are they called, the jewellery cleaners? They were like 60 quid or something, and then the proper Guinness ones, the soldiers were like 200 or something, I thought. Dean Duffy, who owns the Volvo V2 you were driving during the summer? Version 2? That was actually a rental truck off a guy called Colin Eaton. He has a workshop there in... Where's his workshop? I think it's in... the name of the place has to leave me now. But he has a workshop anyway. It was actually just a Calender out for a couple of days. It was actually a gorgeous lorry. It was a 480 manual Globetrotter XL. It was a gorgeous truck. It really was. Really nice truck. We were going to buy that, but it was just... We're going down the route now of everything has to be new if we're buying it, you know. It's a lovely lorry though. And that day, the day we actually got that lorry for rent, I dropped a steel bar on this finger, right? And that was what, 6 months ago now. The nail had come off, whatever, you know, it was like a golf club it was. And my nail is literally only after going back fully, like this week is literally, I could actually call it a nail now. So, that was an awful morning. John O'Connor, I'm having a Copperberg out of the fridge. Nice one, man. Nice one. Louis Flanagan, you think the price of the Scania 770S will scare even the richest of men with a fleet of lorries? Oh, yeah. Yeah, big time, yeah. Scare anybody. Never mind if you have 100 lorries, it doesn't matter. Like, the price of them is just like, put it this way. I suppose maybe if you had 100 lorries on the road, so you have 100 lorries making you profit every day, and then you buy one lorry that's a bit more expensive, so at least you have 100 other lorries paying a bit more towards it, you know. But it's like double the price of any lorry, any good lorry. It's double the price of it. So you have to, like I said in the video, it's like it's mainly owner operator that would buy it, or someone that's gonna get every kilometre out of it. So like the likes of Hamlin's there up in Dundalk, they had a 750. Remember I told you the last live stream I did, we were gonna actually buy one of their old 750s, but they basically double manned their 750s, so it was running day and night, didn't stop. Like the truck was only 4 years old and had 725,000 kilometres on it, like, so it didn't stop. So I suppose if you looked at it that way, you could say, right, it's doable, but for the likes of ourselves or any other small company, no way. Way too far over our league, to be honest with you. Even my new truck that's coming is ridiculously expensive. Yeah, but Louis, back to your question. Yeah, it would scare anybody. It would scare. To be honest with you, I wouldn't think it's worth it. Being honest with you, I wouldn't think it's worth it. But it was an animal of the yoke. Jack on crack. What's the story, man? How are you? Glenn, love the hats. How much are they? The hats are €20. I'll show you one of them here. I have a grey one here. So this is the grey beanie hat. Right, so they're €20 and €6 for the poster, so 26 quid. And I'm not saying it publicly because I don't want anyone to know what's going on with the money, but the money from it will be getting donated towards something I see that's a good cause, and it's not like a charity or anything like that, but I don't want to say too much about it because there's something behind it. There's a lot to learn about maybe after Christmas or something, but most of the profit is going towards something I believe needs money put into. And you'll get to know about that. You'll get to know about that another time. And if you want to buy a hat, head over to my Facebook page, or head over to the Instagram, or head over to Snapchat, any of those places. You just send me a text, send me your address, and we'll sort out the money then. Shane McKenna, great job with the AdBLUE calendar. Thanks very much, man. Put a lot of effort into it this year. How much is the 770? Sean Harras. I can't give you a definitive answer, Sean, because it's not my business to tell you what price it is. But you wouldn't see much change of €200,000, put it that way. You just wouldn't. But there's so much here. Dean Duffy, am I joking? I'm only joking when I say this, but new lorries over 2012, you can't run bent. Well, you don't run bent at all anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard to say run bent because there's the likes of people saying run bent, but they have their own lorry and they're trying to make a week's wages and pay bills and stuff like that. I can understand lads that do that, but I don't understand lads that do it on a massive scale because it's so easy to get caught doing it. You know what I mean? But obviously I'm not promoting running bent at all. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just saying that I can understand if a man needs to make money to pay his bills, you gotta do what you gotta do. But we don't do it, so definitely not. It's against our nature. I don't even like going to work Monday to Friday, for fuck's sake. How are you now, Shane D? How are you getting on, bud? Glenn McSweeney, I'll definitely be buying one. Thanks very much, man. Thank you very much. Will you be doing any videos with the 164? Stay tuned. Keep watching the AdBLUE calendar, man. Keep watching it. Gets better. The 3 videos that I dropped this week, well, the Scania one was, I knew that was going to be a big video. It's nearly on 10,000 views already. The Volvo collection video is sort of a bit behind it, but I don't really mind that too much because I have 4 other videos with the Volvo. Then next week you'll start seeing a bit of car stuff come in. There'll be a couple of car videos next week. Then the week after, can't remember what's the week after now. It's so far in advance, but I'll be meeting up with a very famous man that you've all seen on the channel before, and we're doing a podcast together again, so doing that on Monday. That'll be interesting. Matthew, cheers. Carl Nagel, well, Carl Nagel's in the building. Desktop Diddies, how are you getting on? Luke Boy, well, winners announced yet? No winners are announced yet. So if you're here, obviously, and you've been watching any of my social medias like Snapchat, Instagram, I'm doing giveaways on Instagram and Snapchat, and they're being announced here. Now the Snapchat one is a bit difficult, right? Because every time someone sent it to me, I opened it by accident. Usually I don't open them, so I can see who was entered. But I've opened them all, so I'm just going to pick one by complete random here now in a few minutes. And the Instagram one, I'm going to get my girlfriend to pick it out because I shared them all in my story. So if you haven't entered in by now, sorry, but you know, it is what it is. Michael Maher, you should keep a few hats and bits with you in the truck. If lads meet you in the truck stop, they might buy something from you. Yeah, I do. Usually I'd always have something because I have helmets and stuff like that as well for trucks, but that's another thing altogether. So I usually always have one or two bits with me. So I'm going to keep a few bits with me at all times, to be honest with you. Good idea, Michael. Sean, will them hoodies be coming you have on? These, no, maybe not till next year because it's just impossible trying to get stuff, lads. Everyone keeps using the COVID excuse. It's so annoying. So the hoodies now, this was the first of the tester hoodies. This one's alright. I'm not that happy with it though. I'm just wearing it just for this. But I'm not that happy with it. It's grand, like it can take a beating, but it's not as good a quality as I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board. I might get I think I'm going to get this colour hoodie. I think black is not great to go with my colour. It's good because like if you got dirt on your jumper or anything, you wouldn't really see it. But I'm probably going to go grey. It's probably going to be where I'm going. That's actually not bad. Really sweet one. Jesus, there's some mounties in here tonight. It's good. I love seeing that the progress of what the AdBLUE Calendar does every year to the channel. It's really cool. Would you ever do a podcast with Ned or Falvey or David Cuddy? Jack on Crackass. David Cuddy and myself are filming a podcast on Monday in a proper studio, and that'd be good. That video, I'll put it out to you, right? So if any of you are watching this now, right, not this live stream, any of the other videos, if you have, or no, actually no, how am I going to do this? I'm going to put up a questions box on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's @DriveWithIG. That's really annoying. It's @DriveWithIG on everything, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, it's all the same. And I'm going to put up a questions box of stuff that you want us to talk about. It doesn't even have to be about him or about me. It can just be about anything. So we're going to talk about it. So yeah, me and Dave are filming a podcast on Monday. Coming this Monday. So get your questions in quick. Falvey, I asked Falvey what he doing with me. He said, yeah, he's 100% down for it, but it's trying to find the time. So I wanted to get it done before Christmas, but I just don't have the time. So I'm not getting a text. So me and Falvey, eventually, maybe next year, that's what I'll probably do. I'll probably organise a bit better next year and I'll ask Falvey to come on. Another one I want to get on is Evenflow. Evenflow's fucking gas, man. I've been watching his videos all year. He's been cracking me up, so I'll ask him now as well in the future. And Ned, I don't know about him. I don't know about Ned. I asked him before, but no interest. So, have you seen the new Ford Ranger? Yeah, it looks good. Jeez. Off you go. Dean Duffy, Scania really is losing their follow as they're slowly phasing out the V8 and their mirror cam is well looking. Yeah, but mirror cam's only an option. It's not a thing that they're gonna keep. You know what I mean? The mirror cams, they will not be a thing. It'll be one of those things that was introduced like what did they used to have on these years ago? Something stupid. I'm trying to think. I can't remember, but on the likes of cars and all, they used to have like those push button automatics, and they didn't last. And then they started to put cameras in cars as well. But it won't stick around. Put it that way. It will not stick around. I don't think it will. And the mirror cams are only an option. I think they're just doing that for press more than anything else, like to shock everybody, so they share more of their stuff online. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be worried about that. No, in actual fact, I hated the S when it first came out. I didn't like the look of it. It was very strange. But I suppose like everything, it grows on you, and when you see it more and more, it looks good. Like, now, in fairness, there was a V8 down in Westford today. I filmed that, a tag axle one, and it was gorgeous. And it was actually for sale at the time. And let's just say we inquired about her there, but by the time I got to it was too late and it was gone. So that's a story for another day. But yeah, I actually like the new S's now. In fairness, they're really nice. But the Volvos are just something else. Glenn McSweeney's back in. I'm not on social media, so what way can I order the hats? Email me. drivewithingrant@gmail.com. Email me and I'll get you started. Luke boy, I posted on Instagram and don't think you've seen it. I'll have a look at it there now, Luke. Luke Boy, are you Luke Sutton? Is that your name? Because I think you text me on Snapchat. So if you did text me on Snapchat, you win. Fair play. Text me on fucking Snapchat all your details now. The end up in phase and yeah, no, Dean, I got what you meant. Then there's top working. I'll keep it up. Thanks very much, man. Falvy's Lurie's class looking. The big cool. Yeah, big cool is nice looking. Alright, I love the version 1 that Dalton's have. It's so cool looking. I wish they'd done a whole respray on it and put alloys on it. It'd look unreal. Are you planning to do any trips abroad next year? Yeah, loads. When I get the new truck, I will. We've already been talking about it. I'd love to do like Spain or something. Somewhere just completely different. I want to do a good bit of the UK next year. That's one thing I want to do. Because you're not gone for so long. But I'm definitely gonna do a couple of trips out next year, 100%. I think I'm gonna do the first one in January or February when I get the new truck. Jeez, I think I'm skipping past loads. I like Stavros, but God, he would sicken the howl of a cat. With the way he has to shout every time he talks. He's just who he is. JD, how she cutting, loving the AdBLUE calendar. Sure, you can't beat a V8. Good man, Jay. Yeah. I knew the Scania video was gonna do well. I didn't have any idea how well it was gonna do, but oh man, it was some machine. Luke, Luke, you win. Yeah, text me on Snapchat. Send me your address now, man. Yeah, you win. You win the Snapchat one. I'll pick the Instagram one now in a few minutes. Burgerman's in the building. Alright, Ian. How are you getting on? I texted you on Instagram the photo for the giveaway. Don't know. I'm not if you've seen it. Jack on crack, you win. There you go. How about that? Are you? I think you text me again on Instagram, will you, Jack? And send me your address and all. And yeah, so there's the 2 winners picked from the 2 competitions. How's the Volvo trial going? The Volvo's actually gone back. I gave back the Volvo about 3 weeks ago now. 3 weeks or 2 weeks ago. So like you'll see the videos, they're not. So if you're watching the videos, a lot of them are pre-recorded. Like the Scania one was filmed in October. All the car videos that you will see next week, they're all filmed ages ago. What else do I have filmed a while ago? A couple other videos, like, you know what I mean? They're all a bit random from here on out now. But the Volvo itself, I don't even think I put it across in the videos because, lads, it's mad, right? When you're recording so much in such a short amount of time, you forget what you said. So I can't even remember what I said about the Volvo, but the Volvo was just, it was brilliant. It really was. The demo they gave us now wouldn't be exactly suitable for the work I do. But you'll see in the videos next week. First one's on Monday, so you'll see that on Monday. There's no point in me talking about it now because you'll see what I said about it. But I really enjoyed it now. But it needed more spec on it. That you all seen that Volvo in the video yesterday. It was dire looking. Oh, the spec on it was brutal. It was very bad. Like, Jesus, I said this to the salesman. I was like, would you not stick on a set of alloys onto it and, side skirts and a few bits and pieces to, smarten the thing up or whatever? He says, oh, no, we just get them and give them out like that. I was like, all right, okay. I was like, but would you not rather, whatever. But it is what it is. Because it's Irish Commercials, my working with truck sales garages in the past, you get an insight into why they're all like that. So Irish Commercials is a distributor, so they actually don't need to sell any lorries at all, right? Because they are keeping everyone else going with their lorries, like so the likes of McCarthy's in Cork and Kilkenny and all. And then you have Murphy's out in Galway, and then you have Denison's are their own thing up the north. But like all Irish Commercials' job really is to distribute the lorries to the dealers, you know what I mean? So for them, it's like, why would we spend thousands on alloys and stuff like that effectively to do nothing? They'll get the money back in the end when they go to sell it or whatever, but they don't see the point in it. But for the likes of all of us here, we would have said, stick a set of alloys on it, like, you know what I mean, or whatever, side skirts. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things, but that is what it is. Every time I look up, there's way more comments, man. It's deadly. It's good to have you all in. Aaron Smith, when you getting more curtain sets back in? Maybe after Christmas, I'd say, Aaron. Just I have a lot on for December, so I didn't take on any more, you do many nights out in or prefer day work? No, I don't really do many nights out at all, to be honest with you. More down to the truck I'm in at the minute, I don't really have any of my gear in it or anything because I just don't want to stay in it. To be honest with you, the little CF, it's a grand truck, something wrong with it. It's just I just don't want to stay out in it at all. It's not ideal for me now. And I know of the new one coming, so when the new one comes, I'm probably gonna stick to doing 1 or 2 nights out a week, so I can get more backloads and stuff like that. But at the minute, it suits me grand because I need to be back every day to do this. You know what I mean? So it's grand. It's alright. I will do a night out, but kind of when it suits me. You know what I mean? Don't really need to do a night out. Not in Ireland. You usually get back most times. Andrew Quinn, yes, boy, you and Mr. Cuddy are characters together. Yeah. And do you know what the weird thing is? The last podcast, me and him, you'll hear us talk about it now when the podcast comes out. But when we did that podcast, the first one, we didn't know each other at all. Literally didn't know each other. We had to get to know each other very, very quickly. And like the podcast came off very bad on my side. Like I kept saying fuck every 2 seconds. And it wasn't, it didn't sound great. And then the camera I had at the time, when I was down there recording with him, it only recorded for 20-minute bursts. So every 20 minutes, like I had to get up and fucking reset it and all. So it was a anxiety disaster. Do you know what I mean? The whole day. But we had a good crack out of it, and ever since, like, we've been pally enough, and we met up with him a good few times since then, and whatever. Me and Dave got on real well. So this podcast should be a hell of a lot better than the last one. Should be a hell of a lot better. Should be better crack. Can talk way more openly about things and stuff. So I have to say, I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, really looking forward to it. I haven't seen him since the camera's truck run. That was the last time I seen him. So I can't wait for that. That'd be a bit of crack. Jack and Crack, thanks very much. No panic, man. No panic. Aaron Perry, what do you think is the ideal horsepower for a tractor unit? Personally, feel that a 530 is enough for a general haulage. Are these 750, 770 just for show, if not for STGOs? Yeah, I would be the exact same thinker of you as you, Aaron. 500 horsepower is literally all you need. Doesn't matter what you're pulling. Sure, even there's a guy that drives for us, right, and he was over in Australia for years pulling like what do you call freight trains, whatever they're called, like double trailers. So they'd all be like double drive yokes, but they were all like 460 CS pulling these big mad road trains, like. And he was just saying the Australians just didn't believe in loads of power. Now the bigger like American style units would have like 600 horsepower or whatever, but he says no, they only use like 400. Look at the Dutch lads. Every single Dutch truck you ever see is only like 400 horsepower, 420. Like all the Volvos over there, like 420. It'd be very, very rare to see a 750 over there. You only see 750s in Europe if they were either Irish, English, or Swedish. That's really it. All the rest of them don't bother. So yeah, Aaron, to answer your question, 500 horsepower is all maximum you'd ever need. Now, the 500 Globetrotter that I had in that video, that's perfect amount of power for anybody. Like, doesn't matter what you're pulling, like. But it's nice to have power though. When you do have more power than 500, it's nice to have it, like. But 500 is literally all you need, really. Scania V8 is the dogs, but your Volvo will do the same job, far less money. It's a great machine. Can't wait to see it. Oh lads, I cannot wait till this thing comes, because it's the only truck, I think, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if we did it with the Scania, the tag. I'm fairly sure in saying now that is the only lorry we've actually custom ordered from factory, spec'd ourselves. Well, myself, I spec'd the thing myself. So I'm fairly sure it's the only one we've ever done. I think all the other lorries were all like stock trucks and stuff that were, like, dealers would have had it got in or ordered in and whatever, or cancelled orders and stuff like that. Like that 530 XF that my dad drives, that was just stock. That was actually meant to be Daft's demo, and he bought it from Daft brand new. So yeah, it was a mad one. Oh yeah, but anyway, and the long story short, I can't wait to see it. And I'm in talks with Irish Commercials at the minute, and I'm trying to do a public collection, right? So this is something I'm gonna put out there for after Christmas. So I want to do a public collection, so like all you guys can come down and pick it up with me. So it's not just me picking it up, all you guys can come with me. We'll all fucking see the lorry for the first time together. Get it. Anyone that has a lorry that wants to bring down a lorry, come down, have a morning of it or whatever. I'd love to do that, so I'm trying to get that started at the minute, but I don't know what'll happen there. I have to wait to find out when the lorry's actually gonna arrive first, but it's they're telling me it's the end of January, last week in January, so that'd be good crack. Fuck me, man, this is mad. We have a new DAF ordered. What do you think of the 2022 facelift? Yeah, it's cool. I really like it. It looks really well. Very, very similar to the Scania S series. Very similar. I've seen a couple of press updates, and in fairness to DAF Ireland, I was actually meant to do a video with their new demo, but it got pushed back until February or something like that. So that was all meant to be a part of the AdBLUE calendar, but it didn't go ahead, unfortunately. So they told me I'll get the first drive in that when they land in Ireland. So that's something to watch for next year as well. And same with the new 560 Scanias, the Supers, all that new stuff. So I'll get the first drive on them as well with Westward when they come out next year. So loads of stuff happening next year that couldn't happen this year. So it's cool, man. I don't really mind it. But back to your question, Sean, the new DAF, yeah, I'd love one of them now, in fairness. That looks like a bit of me, honest to God. I don't know, with the first versions of the DAF when they first come out, it's kind of best to stay wide with them for a bit, but you get there. I laughed the other day when you scrolled the Scania as a Google. I meet them on the road now, and here's a Google. If you have a Scania V8, you're in the Google gang. That's a t-shirt I'm gonna get made up, or a hoodie or something like that. I'm gonna get a real cool hoodie made up called the Google gang. But they are Googles. Any one of them with an exhaust, Google. That's all you hear, and it's not slagging them. It's just funny. Luke Boy, can't wait to see the podcast. John Harrington, how are you in? Thanks for the videos every morning. No problem at all, John. And I could do it to facilitate everyone's morning. It's no problem. Road trains, that's the one. Carried my way 30 years ago with 3300 DAFs. Yeah, exactly. And my dad was always telling me as well. He says they had what was it? A 95 CF tractor unit with 280 horsepower, and they're pulling like 50 ton with it. Like, you know what I mean? Ridiculous, right? Like 3300s or some yoke. I think my old lad's first lorry was, it wasn't a 3300. 3300 would have been the top one. I think it was a 2800. I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll try and find it. Every box ticked in. You better believe it. Well, most of them. You'll see. I'll do a video on it. Don't worry. Will you miss the DAF now? You're going driving the Volvo. No, I don't miss ding-a-ding every morning religiously. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. There'll be something wrong with it. But there's nothing wrong with it. That's the beauty of a DAF. If you don't understand what I'm on about. I hope you record collection. Yeah, I'll be recording it. You better believe it. I'm gonna ask every other YouTuber that's in the game to come as well. It's gonna be a big L deal if it all goes to plan. Like I've made friends now with a lot of you guys probably watch AgriAlty Keane Keneally down in Waterford. I'd hope to get him up. I'd actually like to get him on a podcast as well. I was saying it to him before. So hopefully I'd like to do more of the podcast, but it's really hard to do, and it's hard to like the likes of Dave's from Leash. So in order for me to organise that's like I had to take a day off work to do it, like, you know what I mean. So it's a lot of work, and same with Falvey would be the same. I'd have to meet him somewhere along the road, and then I'd have to meet Keane somewhere along the road. So everyone's just so far away. It just takes such a long time, you know. I will sell buy a Google t-shirt. I have to set up the shop an online shop next year. Definitely, that's one thing I'm definitely gonna do, I think. Aaron Smith, would you ever think about organising a truck run around Meath, Loud area? Yeah, I was thinking about it. But just when it comes down to time, it's hard to find the time. I'd love for someone to say to me, or someone that has a venue that just go, here Ian, will we do this, and you can use this, and we'll cover all the insurance and the guards and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd fully get behind something like that. So if anyone in the Meath Loud area has a big old yard, big feck off old yard, somewhere central enough, I'll organise something next year. Definitely. I was thinking about it this year, but just because the government keep flicking the switch with lockdowns, you wouldn't know what's going on. Burgerman knows the drill. Cheers for the hat last night. Come on, Charlie. No bother, man. Instead of Gucci gang, make a Google gang. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh, stop. I keep bouncing ideas over to our friend. And does anyone on here actually watch Luke Vernon's videos? You know, Luke Vernon, he used to drive for Virginia. Does anyone... I'll wait for some of his response. I got a gift from him there the other day. I'll show you now. Well, it's a Christmas card, very cool. Nice time. So if you've watched Luke Vernon, he sent me this. He's starting a Patreon as well, isn't it? Yeah, he's starting like a members club. So head over and check out Luke Vernon's channel if you haven't already. Oh God. Betty, yeah. Luke's videos are deadly, man. Tell you one thing, there's something I actually do, and I tell him all the time. I literally have about 5 or 6 people on YouTube that I actually like watch all the time religiously. I was like this with Top Gear. Remember when Top Gear was on the telly on Dave's channel every day at school? Constantly watched all the same episodes being repeated. Even now, I could go in and watch the whole collection of Top Gear and watch it all again. Doesn't matter how many times I watch it. I just like watching it. It's just, I don't know, very comfortable watching it. Same with Luke's videos. All Luke's old videos, like him going off to Europe in the 750 Volvo, and then he went off with Whites and off. I just constantly go back and watch them videos all the time, just on a loop. Like either his videos, then I'd watch a couple of Ned's videos, and then I'd watch who else? Any of you guys follow TGF over in the UK? Follow them. Watch all their old videos. All the old stuff's the best. Who else do I watch then? I'm trying to think of who else I watch. Scott Andrews as well. Love his videos because his work would be similar enough to mine. Who else do I watch? I'm trying to think now. Actually, I'm very bad at this. Seen Through Glass is a car YouTuber. I love watching his old stuff as well. I'm trying to fucking think who else. Can't remember. There's a good few bits and pieces anyway. I love watching loads of different people. I'm the same. I rewatch all the Top Gear. Yeah, man. I'm the same. I'd watch them 100 times over. It doesn't matter. I just like watching them. Only thing about Ned, he never stops giving out. I know, yeah. I know. Jeez, it'd be hard. I'd never be able to go on like that. Yeah, watch Luke Vernon too, class fella, and he hopes to get his HGV license back soon. Great videos, yeah, man. I hope he gets his license back very soon. It's fucking tough out going what he's going through at the minute, you know. So yeah, that's the fucking crack. How long have we been live for now? Jeez, 37 minutes already. It doesn't feel like it. Lads, anyone that's in the group now here, can you just give the video a little like, please, if you don't mind? It just helps give it a little boost in the morning. I'm trying to think what else I can talk about. So, oh yeah, I was going to say, what did you think of the first video, the camera struck run video? It was, I'll tell you what happened there, right, and why I didn't get so much video done. I only got so much of lads coming in, right, the gate, then it started pissing rain. Then I went to go walking around and do videos, then I ended up meeting loads of you guys. So I couldn't do much video because I was talking to everybody. And then I got in the truck, and then when we went and done the run, it got so late, like it got to about like 9 o'clock, and we were only coming back up the AdBLUE road. Apparently everyone went back into Cameron after that. Now I was actually meant to go back and go have a few drinks there, but because it got so late, I got to the AdBLUE road and just went onto the motorway and headed home. And Falvey was there as well, and he texted me, he goes, "Where the fuck are you?" I was just, I was there and all, where were you? Anyway, but I had to hop on the N7 and go home because I had the dog and the cat here alone. I couldn't leave them here on overnight, you know what I mean? So, speaking of cat, is that one? Yeah, it is her. She's sitting here beside me. I didn't even notice her. So yeah, the camera struck one, so it was cut a bit short. If you didn't see it, it wasn't the longest video I've ever made. No, there's a few videos that are like that, by the way, just because like when you're filming so much shit, you forget what you're doing most of the time. Fair play, lads. Thanks very much for liking the videos coming through there now. Ned's giving out reminds me of me granddad when I used to go out with him in the lorry when I was a kid. Look, I've no bother with giving out. I do fucking plenty of it myself. It's just sometimes you're just like, alright. But that's why his videos get so many views, because there's so many people in the world that love that shit. Love it. But it wouldn't be me now. Wouldn't be me. Jeez, I'm really red. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the videos, nothing wrong with them. Just I couldn't go on like that. It fucking drive me mad. If you've ever tried whiskey, if you're into your whiskey, lads, give this a go. Round cow, it's absolutely delicious. I'm not gonna have any more of it now. I'm gonna have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, but it was absolutely delicious. Had fun. I had fun here, as you can see. I'll have another cup of coffee. next weekend, lads, we'll actually get a couple of drinks in, and I remember to go get drinks, but I'm not in the mood of drinking whiskey tonight, if you know what I mean. Poo. Dialer 1979. Aaron Smith, do you still deliver timber into Flanagan Timber in Zaleek? Our yard is next door there. I haven't done there in a while. It depends who's ordering what. Usually, see, Flanagan's have so many lorries themselves. They do a lot of collections, so I haven't done timber since the summer anyway. A lot of the other lads do it. I don't do that. I mainly just do steel work now. And if I'm not doing steel work, I'm hopping in between containers, that, and then cover the field side and stuff as well. I started watching this fella called Sebastian lately. He's doing truck crash repairs, panel beating and spray painting. Oh, that sounds good, man. Yeah, I might give him a shout. Skip Dude, good evening. How are you, Skip Dude? Yeah, I'm always up. There's actually I literally found this fella this morning. Do you ever hear your man Johnny? I don't know if his name's Johnny Smith or Johnny Carpenter. He used to be on Fifth Gear years and years ago, a real skinny fella. And he has a channel on YouTube called The Late Break Show, and he goes and finds barn finds on, but they're actually really, really interesting and really good. He done one yesterday of a Ford Granada Chasseur. Now, if any of you know what that is, it's like a Granada, but it's a really big estate, and it came in two-tone. Like, this one was brown and gold, and it was a proper up my street. You know, LOL Fords, but it was just so cool. And he pulled it out of his garage. It's been sitting there for years, but the fella who owned it obviously died, and kept it pristine, loved it, and like he took it out of the garage, literally gave it a quick wash, put a bit of fresh fuel in, and it started first go. It's sitting there for 20 years. Like, it was class, brilliant. So I'd recommend giving him a shoot. Do I go into Calendar and Kilkenny? Yeah, 2 or 3 times a week I'd be in there. Michael Maher in. Have to go. Love the live feed. See you on the road. Michael Maher, mind yourself, bud. Have a good weekend. How many trucks in the fleet, Ian? I think when my one lands, 20 exactly. I'm fairly sure. I counted them the last time, I can't remember. And there's more lorries. There's actually more new lorries coming. As far as literally from yesterday or the day before, there's another truck bought as well, so you can see that as well. Upgrading a lot of old stuff next year, put it that way. A lot of old stuff. Because of the pandemic and stuff like that, we were meant to buy lorries like the past 2 years. Then there was a shortage of lorries. Then you couldn't get them. Then the world was closed down, so half the places were closed down, so work went real quiet. And now everything's booming, and there's no sign of it slowing down anytime soon. So we need to upgrade some of the older stuff, and that'd be good. A couple of Renaults and a few other bits and pieces. Mundo Truck Europe. What's the story, man? How are you? Or hola, mi amigo. That's the crack. So I'm gonna make this cup of coffee here, lads, and I'm gonna end it very soon. So if there's anything to throw in there last few seconds, work away there in the comments. Doesn't even have to be a question. You can just talk shit or ask me to talk about something, or ask me whatever, or talk shit about it. It don't matter. What am I doing? So what are you all up to for the rest of the weekend, actually? Go on, tell me a bit about yourselves, lads. He's doing anything nice tomorrow? He's going to Ferry House Market or something like that? Any plans for the weekend? What am I meant to be doing tomorrow? Actually, not doing much tomorrow. A few bits around here, that's about it. Any foraging? I agree. I don't know what you mean, but I'll let me amigo, thanks. What was I going to say to Mundo Truck Europe? Donde está? How did you manage to green Renault traffic? That's a funny story. Came up online, had a look at it. Now it's very green. I actually advertised it on Facebook. I'm selling it now. Well, I'm not going to sell it. If someone buys it, I'll sell it, but if they don't buy it next year, I'll probably respray it or something, or I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I have plans to buy something brand spanking new next year for myself, because I've done 2 years of hardcore saving and paying for things. So I literally need a break. Do you know what I mean? So you'll see. There's a couple of videos explaining next week, but the green traffic just happened out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, and I wanted, basically, long story short, I wanted to park the Fiesta. The Fiesta needed work done to it. The sills have started to bubble a small bit. I didn't want to drive through winter, So parked that in my new shed that I built. Then I was like, right, I want to get a van or something that I can insure real cheap. So I was like, because I'm 25, going on 26 now, I can get my own van insurance in my own name, and it's like half the price of car insurance. So it seemed really intelligent to me to save 50% on car insurance, buy a van, park my little Fiesta in the shed, eventually tinker away with it. But because I've been so short on time this year and money and stuff like that, I haven't done anything with it. So Smiths and myself maybe next year are going to do a few bits and pieces to the Fiesta, get her back, 100%. Well, it is 100%, there's nothing wrong with it really, it just needs a few small little parts and stuff like that. A couple of tyres and a few bits and pieces, wishbones maybe, and maybe might do all the wheel bearings just because I don't think they've ever been done. A few other bits and pieces, but that's what I want to do next year. And then the green van just happened. I just seen it online and I just I went and bought it, and they're actually worth now more than what I paid for it, so that's why I put it up for sale. If anyone wants to buy it, they can have it. And the plan next year was to buy something brand new, so I was either going to buy a brand new, you'll see in the video, it'll be next week, but yeah, I'll probably get rid of that next year. It was literally just something to buy for a year, get me going, and try and save me a few quid. That's all that was. The fact that it's green doesn't really help, but it's funny to look at. You won't miss it in a car park anyway, that's for sure. Any foreign trip, he asked. Yeah, hopefully next year now I'm going to do a good few. I'm going to do a good bit of stuff in the UK next year, I'd imagine. And hopefully meet up with a few of the UK truck YouTubers and stuff like that. That'd be interesting. Man, TV tonight, the wife is away. You'll be getting yourself into all sorts of trouble there now, Burger. Fuck crap, work and tried to get out of it. Was reminded there was an analog there for me. Oh, stop. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow yet. I haven't a clue. My internet cut out. Have you ever done anything in Ballina? I'm sure I have. I can't remember now, to be honest. It's been gone that long. Good day tomorrow for me. Skyline back on the road. Happy days. Yes, Leroy. Good man. It's good to hear. If you're around the Mead area, give me a shout. I'd love to see you. I meant any European trip in. I agree. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a European trip next year. 100%. Might do a few of them in the new truck. JD just moved to Castlebar Mayo from Manchester, UK. Jay, you were texting me, man. Jason, innit? Yeah, man. Congratulations, fair play to you. Castlebar is crap. Come Ballina, Jay. Oh, stop this. These are all gas. Right, lads. I'm gonna get off this now because my phone's gonna die here. So the two lads that won the hats, fair play to these lads. Send me a message there on the interweb. Yourself and then can you do a podcast? Maybe one day. Never say never, isn't that what they say? So yeah, I'm gonna log off here now, lads. I'm gonna have me a cup of coffee here and sit down and relax and watch a bit of telly, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, lads, give me two lads that won, send me a text there on whatever app that you entered on, and be cool about it. Right, lads, and if you want to buy a hat, head over to social media there, Drive with IG, on all platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. And then if you're not on social media at all, send me an email, drivewithiangrant@gmail.com. All one word, no caps, nothing, just that's the email. Alright. Steve-06910-4. My man Steve-O, see you later on. Thanks everybody for joining me. Next week, I'm going to go look for those soldiers. I'm definitely going to go look for them. And so not next week, the week after. The week after, is that Christmas Day? Maybe it is. If it's not Christmas Day, we're gonna have a little party or whatever on here. We'll do something fun. Get fucking Christmas crackers and all that stuff. So yeah, lads, mind yourselves. Thanks for watching the videos. And share them, please. Just word of mouth is the most important thing. Just talk to people. Just say, "Hey, did you hear about this fucking idiot here doing the AdBLUE Calendar, new videos every day?" Just talk about it. That's all I want us to do. No, nothing required from you other than that. And yeah, that's the crack. Lads, thanks a million. Have a lovely evening. Have a nice weekend. And we'll see my face again on Monday morning, 7:30 AM, back in the Volvo. Lads, mind yourselves. Have a good one.